everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hash Time with Eitan. Thank you for tuning in to the 8th episode of the series. We have Nadav with us today. Nadav, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's an honor to have you here today.
It is quite the honor.
Just want to say a real quick comment before we get started. We love the support that we've been getting from you guys. It really means a lot to us. It really brings out warmth to our hearts to know that other people are enjoying our content, right? And that's really the goal.
Strive to make for
that's
you.
That's really the goal here. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. The bell next to it is for
notifications.
If you'd like to get post notifications. However, if you're already subscribed, you've done more than enough. Thank you. If you want, you can tell your friends, family, arch nemesis, whatever it is.
As long as they have ears.
And, we'd like to hop right into it because today we're talking about Corona conspiracies and the downfall of a popular social media app called TikTok. Alright, so quick disclaimer before we get into it. Nothing that we say should be taken seriously at all.
We don't need any of our subscribers becoming one of those people on the streets saying that COVID-19 was caused by Cheeto dust.
Yeah, no clue or saying don't take anything that we say seriously, just a quick disclaimer. Right, so the first conspiracy theory about the origin and spread of coronavirus comes from the deep depths of the Reddit community. Reddit is an online giant website, which really is just a giant text chain.
Still very interesting.
Still interesting to read. But yeah, so basically, we're going to be saying it in the form of what the conspiracy is. And yeah, so the first one is that this coronavirus and COVID pandemic is all actually fake.
There's no virus.
There's no spread at all, and it was all a plot by the government to do secret procedures. What, you may ask? So a little bit elaborating on this. So basically, what the whole idea of this conspiracy is that the government had created a rumor that this virus existed and paid people to pretend to be sick. The coronavirus tests are randomized and not controlled by any symptoms, like the lottery, not controlled by any symptoms at all. And that this whole thing is just a ploy to get citizens to stay inside of their homes and not be out in the open.
But for what?
For what? Well, they're adding to the conspiracy is some people believe that all birds have died hundreds of years ago.
As quoted, all birds were murdered in 1968 and replaced by government drones. The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Yes, so basically, all of the birds in the sky are actually drones used to spy on American civilians.
To make sure everyone's a good
Samaritan. And basically,
all over the world, just not in America.
It's one world order, really. And basically, what this time is used for is to change the batteries in those drones. Yes, you heard me, batteries.
Because they can't just get wired.
Exactly. So these birds run on batteries. They can't run the motor for them to flap their little wings. And this battery the battery lasts 100 years, which is why there's a worldwide pandemic
every fifth of a century.
Every century, like from this year on, every century. So 1920, 1820, 1720. There's all been 1620. There's all been pandemics during those times. 20 is a bad number. So basically, this is the time that they're taking to change all of the batteries in the bird so that you don't notice.
And they try to, another way they make people synthesize because, 20 is a bad number already, so imagine how bad 2020 is.
Yeah. And one of the other things they're doing is they are recurving the bananas. Yes, the bananas are not actually naturally curved, believe it or not. They
never were,
never have been, and never are going to be. They are straight fruits that are genetically grown straight, like an eggplant, cucumber, or zucchini, and the government and the world order actually bends the bananas.
They put them in cases while they grow.
And they grow into a crescent-like shape, And this was actually created by the World Banana Market in order to get more people to buy bananas due to their unique shape, unlike any other fruit ever seen before.
And that's why you never see homegrown bananas be so curved.
Exactly. You've never seen anybody grow their own bananas before, right? It's kind of scary to think about that.
It's a horror movie.
Like, people have grown pumpkins, watermelons, but, like, even olives. We had an olive tree once. But you've never seen... It died horribly. You've never seen someone grow bananas in their backyard, right? Last one, they're painting the sky. As you know, we all live in this giant dome with this really bright LED light as the sun.
We can infer this because, space is black, and why is the sky blue then?
Exactly. If space is dark and black, then the sky should be black because we can see into space. I mean, that obviously.
Because my eyesight's just that good.
Right? And so...
Totally actually not stub my toe.
I mean, that's why nighttime happens, is because they have to change the light bulb that they're trying to get us to believe.
Very high power light bulb that burns pretty quick.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, that big, I would think it would, right? Anyways, yes, that's the first conspiracy, to be honest, it does make a little bit of sense. I can't really argue with it that much, right? It does kind of make a little bit of sense, to be honest with you, Nadav. I mean, honestly, all the puzzle pieces are fitting together perfectly.
Like a perfect spherical puzzle of the world that the government, aka the Illuminati, is holding in their hands.
I see. Alright, moving on to the shutting down of TikTok. So,
please explain what TikTok is.
I was about to. So, for those of you who are not aware what TikTok is a social media platform in which the users create 1 to 60-second long short videos, usually consisting of pop culture music, right? For instance, you could play a new rap song over you, like, painting a picture of the artist or something like that, right? And basically, it is the app owned by a Chinese company, and the fear is that recently has been discovered that the app is tracking a lot of personal information and data.
And it's also finding out this data weirdly. Like, 2 people tried this, so when you look at your followers, you can see their gender, even though TikTok never asks for your gender when you make an account. And this one guy, so he made a TikTok account, he bought like a phone, made a TikTok account, and Googled like Asian culture. He didn't use TikTok at all, just kept on Googling Asian culture for like 10 hours. And then, guess what? On his phone, the TikTok feed was Asian culture.
Yeah, so it's kind of scary. It's already been banned in Australia and India for the same reasons. And basically, when you're in the United States military, you're not allowed to have it on your phone because what the government...
It sucks for a lot of creators who were in the military.
Yeah, so what the government is assuming is that China is a company in China is tracking a bunch of American data and that it could be used for malicious purposes. And so Donald Trump, our president, is considering whether or not to ban TikTok in the United States.
He
almost did a week ago, and the discussion has been brought up once again, right? And to think, because on TikTok, there are a lot of popular creators on there, including a bunch of different genders, a bunch of different ethnicities and cultures represented. However, the fear is that some people actually have a living off of TikTok, just like you could say my job as a YouTuber, my job as a TikToker.
Even though they make barely any money.
One of the more commonly known TikTokers, it goes by the name of Charli D'Amelio.
And if you don't know who she is, on the last Super Bowl ad, she said, "Okay, boomer," and then ate a chip with hummus.
She was in the Sabra commercial?
Yeah, the Sabra commercial.
The Sabra hummus commercial in the Super Bowl. And at the peak of TikTok, and essentially, she makes between $0 and $100,000 per sponsored TikTok that she makes. Yeah, $100,000 for 60 seconds of dancing
of
and
her swinging her arms like
arms.
as though she's trying to smack a fly. And then with this weird music in the background that goes renegade, renegade.
Yeah, so especially a lot of people are.
And there's even people there's this group of people called the Hype House. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, it's so Hype House is just a bunch of popular creators. So anyway, what people are fearing, and especially the creators, that they're going to be out of a job once if TikTok gets banned. And so a lot of memes are circulating the internet where they're saying, "Oh yeah, so and so
It's gonna go from the hype house to the hype box in an alley.
They're saying, insert popular creator is going to be working at, like, McDonald's, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but, it's funny to think they go from that lifestyle to that.
And also, we have been seeing... So what is funny is that a majority of creators have been crying out, like, I quit my job at NASA, my college at Harvard for this, and I love you all so much, yada, yada, yada. Here's all my other cry their eyes out, say we should go raid the White House and then end up not getting banned.
Yeah, I know a lot of creators are saying about how you should go follow them on other social media platforms, so if TikTok does ban, they still have a large social media following.
Which, not even gonna lie, I wrote down a list of my favorite content creators. So
oh yeah, for sure, no. Some of them are definitely good to keep up with, and it's definitely a good idea to be able to keep up and keep in touch with some of them. So, that would be definitely unfortunate for any popular creators that would happen to be out of a job. Alright, lastly on the list for today of topics is
last conspiracy
theory. I know that what we just talked about wasn't, but, last on the list for today in this episode is the third conspiracy theory, which comes from the depths of YouTube. It was originally on YouTube, it surfaced to TikTok, and that is where we saw it. However, people are starting to blame that the coronavirus was actually genetically engineered by the Charmin company.
And other companies that produce products like
so
those.
It was all one big co-organization effort. So in case you're in the dark about what we're saying, Charmin, the toilet paper company,
the one with the bears,
Charmin Ultrasoft, the toilet paper company, actually created the virus so their sales would skyrocket, and to be honest, they have, right? You see people leaving the store with 2 months ago, you would see people leaving the store with piles and piles of toilet paper.
You see the commotion of toilet paper. Like, there's this one news article about people started hurting each other for something that they could have just used, like, anything.
People are MMA fighting over bathroom tissue, and it's kind of scary to think that that's how, society has gone these days, right? But so the conspiracy is that Charmin and other companies such as Netflix and Germ-X and
which is the hand
sanitizing company all get banded together and started it because they knew that each of their products would skyrocket, right? Because people started buying a lot of toilet paper, stocking up on hand sanitizer,
and staying inside for Netflix.
Yeah, binge watching Netflix, right? And and some of the proof of this conspiracy theory is that you would see that those companies are among the first to market their product with COVID-related advertisements. And it's kind of scary to think about that, but, you never really know nowadays.
Oh, let's not forget Old Spice. They have
Old Spice.
Ads. Just a...
Bum, 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 ba, ba.
That is not what we...
Old Spice. I find it funny what Old Spice does, because they try and advertise it to young people, like, half the time, and the other time it's, like, old people.
It's like, you gaming? Hello, fellow kids. What's your schedule? Eat, sleep, floss, repeat. Use Old Spice.
Yeah.
That's the...
Some of the ads are a little ridiculous.
Hire me, Old Spice. I know what I'm doing.
If we could get sponsored by Old Spice, that would be ideal.
Yes. Or Chipotle.
Or Chipotle. You could get free Chipotle. I guess we have to have a little more than 20 subscribers to get sponsored by Chipotle.
Yeah.
Chipotle, if you're seeing this, sponsor us.
We like your chips.
Chips are good. One of the issues I have with, like, Chipotle is that they give you little, like, tiny chip bags with, like, kids' meals.
With the weird words written on it, like, eat, sleep, love, respect. It's just like, I just want chips.
Yeah, and the chip bag is, like, literally 3 chips inside of this
comically small
chips inside of this comically small bag, and it's kind of insane, right? But, wait. We just dissed Chipotle.
Oh, no, Chipotle, no.
Chipotle, we're sorry!
We're enjoying it, don't worry.
We're trying to get a sponsorship
We're suggesting.
We're trying to get a sponsorship from Chipotle while throwing their chip bag sizes under the bus.
Chipotle, let's just put memes on your bags.
Make your bag more interesting to look at, yeah. Alright,
Not like a tattooed guy.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Hash Time with Eitan. It was a little shorter than usual, We've been having some technical difficulties for the past few days. We finally got it sorted out. We're going to record a video for you. The next video is going to be on 5G cell towers. And hopefully we're looking forward to that one. That's what we're planning it for to be. We never know quite fully.
Yeah, we don't know if we're going to go, oh, well, here's the top 5 pictures I have in my home because I have nothing to talk about.
Right, because, I mean, honestly, the 5G towers
Literal, 5G, 5 stands for death. And the G stands for beam.
Death beam.
Just
5G cell towers will
organs gone.
5G cell towers will be the downfall of human society.
Like, you know the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings? That's what they are.
Yeah, anyways, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to the 8th episode of Hash Time with Eitan. Nadav, thank you for coming out and joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
And, we'd like to thank you guys for watching this. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe if you want to. Share this with family, friends, arch nemesis once again. Right, and we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Hash Time with Eitan. Yeah, so, we're going to try and upload every other day, to give us a little more free time to, come up with ideas.
And for you guys to
watch. If you have any ideas for future podcasts, please put them in the comment section down below. We really love to hear feedback, and, we really want to talk about what's interesting. Yeah, so, thank you for tuning into this episode of Hash Time with Eitan. Stay safe, stay home, and most importantly,